If you're interested in adventure and doing something a little unusual, you should take this tour to walk above the trees and go deep underground in Hastings Cave. You'll start out at Tahune Adventure Park, where you'll walk along the cantilever 50 meters above the ground, and will likely be the first ones there to have incredible photo opportunities. Tahune means calm water in the native language. Within the last few years, a large fire came through and burned many of the trees. You can see it with the black charcoal on the bark. Most species are fire adapted, but there are a few that aren't, and those definitely suffered. It took us about an hour to walk through the airwalk. There was one section that was a bit wobbly, and it was designed to be that way, so you could walk out and feel the wind. It was completely safe though, and was meant to hold up to 10 baby elephants. The airwalk only took about 3 months to build, but when the fire went through, it took around 9 months to reopen, as many of the debris needed to be cleared, and the walkway to the bridges needed to be rebuilt. Tahune Adventure also has swinging bridges that are a little bit further than the airwalk itself. There are 2 in total that cross both branches of the river. They're called swinging bridges for a reason, and they move as you go across them. You could be bouncing up to a foot in the air, so make sure to hold onto your cameras tightly, otherwise they might end up in the river itself. The waters are murky brownish due to the tannins that are leached in by the plants. Think about something similar to tea. We made our way back to the car so we could head over to Hastings Cave. Hastings Cave was accidentally discovered when a few loggers fell a tree and realized the entrance to the cave existed. They chose to adventure in after work and were throwing stones as they went to hear how far the cave walls were. They go to the point where they couldn't hear the rocks anymore, decided to return the next day with light. Thank goodness they did, because they were standing at the edge of a cliff. Over the next few years, the cave was explored and the land was eventually preserved to protect the cave ecosystem. Logging on top ceased, and the root systems have as much of an effect on the underground ecosystem as they do on the one above. The cave system has been added as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The tour of the cave lasts roughly about 45 minutes and has around 250 stairs up and down. If you're claustrophobic, this likely isn't the tour to go on. However, the majority of the cave is pretty spacious. We had a tour of maybe 30 or so people, and everyone was very easily accommodated. Hastings Cave is a dry cave, meaning that there isn't a body of water that runs through the cave openly. It runs underneath everything that we've been standing on. This makes the cave less ideal for bats and glowworms. They do have cave spiders, but we didn't see any while we were there, mostly because they don't like light, and the cave was lit up for us. These stalagmites and stalactites grow extremely slowly. Stalagmites and tites are formed when mineral-rich water drips. The minerals are left behind in the ceiling in each drip and are transferred to the ground in a mound as they fall. It's sort of similar to an icicle if you've ever seen one of those grow. Occasionally, after a long time, they may meet in the middle and create a solid rock column.